We gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no. Listen to my fate, yo. Destined to be great, yo. We gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no. Listen to my fate, yo. Yeah, we like to go
Put me on the
hard.
SPA, put me on top of the tank. That's pilots again and again. No, I ain't here to make friends. Taking it straight to the bank. I'm like a shark in the tank. And if your girl misbehave, I'll give your girl a mistake. That's making me out of my head. I don't belong in my bed. I should be famous instead. I will not stop till I'm dead. Never let them hate. Tell them I'll be great. It's gotta be my fate. You can take it to the bank. I just wanna get it while I can. And when I get it, I'll be damned if I'ma let it get away without a fight. I got a plan.
We gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no. Listen to my fate, yo. Destined to be great, yo. And we gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no. Listen to my fate, yo. Yeah, we like to go hard.
All I'm gonna say, best of luck, everyone. Black, bold, and bodacious, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, whoa, that's Jocko! What the fuck? Team captain, the ball hammer connected! Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5. Poke got pinned on his birthday. Oh, everybody's one of it, champ. Oh, Dino! Oh, the briefcase! Merry Christmas! Divine intervention! She's not won a championship in a long time, but that is the perfect way to get a championship after a long time. That bold egghead gore, I was never in doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Earns her second championship. A former tag team champion, GMK! A Reverend wants Poke! Ace in the chamber, what do we do? Oh, okay, reverses! Okay, reverses, big clothesline! Looks to close it! Oh, he closes him in! Make him say, well, we set up for the finisher after this, surely. Ladies and gentlemen, and new! Big D, the Natos, and Fitzy Finger. I can't wait for the dumpster match. It's not gonna work! It's not gonna work! Number one wrestling show in sports entertainment. Oh my god! Oh my god! Norm! He's hulking up, ladies and gentlemen! What's Bobby doing on Warzone? A choke slam to Eden! Romani got pinned! Romani got pinned! The greatest intercontinental champion. All he needs to do is close it! Drew has buried the pop of comb, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Smeagol eliminated himself. Smeagol just eliminated himself. Oh my god, it's Tony Stone! It's Tony Stone! The wise man! Go to sleep on Drew! Brian Curse is taking it, ladies and gentlemen! That was a back up that Zeke! Daniel is sucking! Oh, what is this fun doing here? Romanic's done it, ladies and gentlemen! Romanic is the new... He's elevated! He's back from sleep! Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the Regentskid YouTube channel. Today is a KR Day here on Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. The main eventer here today, Mr. Fredo, with the 25 month-a-roonies, with a little hi guys as well. Fredo. Main event in Fredo's beating Dino and Sibs in back-to-back weeks, ladies and gents. Fredo wanted a bit more of the authority, and oh my goodness gracious me too. Vince Jamone said if you want some authority, you can get both of them, ladies and gentlemen. Today's main event, triple threat action. Fredo, Dino, and Sibs in an absolutely incredible triple threat match. We have a similar opener to what we had last week, where we had the Giant, GMK, and Brandon Bombs. 3 champions battling it out on Friday Night Fury. The Intercontinental Champion, happy birthday, by the way, GMK, came out on top. We have a little bit of a similar thing happening today to open up. We have the Universal Champion, Zeke. We have the United States Champion, The Bear. We have one half of the World Tag Team Champs of Norm, ladies and gents. A Champions Champ opener. I'm surprised Fredo, Dino, Sims is main eventing, you know, over that. You know, you have the Universal Champion not main eventing. People start to ask questions, ladies and gentlemen. People start to ask questions. We have a Sanctification Trial, which I don't really know what on earth is going on with that, ladies and gentlemen, with Vina Rose, but the less I hear about that, probably the better. Of course, big qualifications. Like the Dweeb said, it is going for gold week, which means everyone is trying to absolutely get that last chance to punch their ticket to go for gold this Saturday, May 31st, ladies and gentlemen. There they both are right there. From the Shield, the newest team in RPW, we have Luka Novak going up one-on-one against Maxim Jones, who is on 71% right now, by the way. What a start to the season from Maxim Jones, the first ever Regents Pro winner. Him vs Luke is going to be absolutely amazing. Winner goes to going for gold against the Bear for the United States Championship. We also have Palmer's Paradise. We are 3-1 right now in tag team competition this season. Absolutely amazing. Former tag team champions going up against the Shield's Twisted Hero and Christian Coke. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that will go to going for gold against Norm and JC, or against the Cure. I'm assuming it's Norm and JC for the World Tag Team Championship. Speaking of JC, he goes up, or they go up, sorry, against Street Money here today on a Monday, which I'm very, very excited for. As well, champs need more time to rest. Busy week for them. It's going to be a busy week. It's going to be a busy show. That is for sure. Of course, first things first, however, on every single show here in RPW, we spin this goddamn wheel to determine if there will be a randomizer championship match or not. There's something with this wheel in Season 4, ladies and gentlemen. There's something with this wheel in season number 4. People think that KR doesn't want a randomizer championship match just because it lands on no so much. People think that's KR's doing. Listen, I'm here to tell you, I want a randomizer championship match more than anyone else. Okay? I really, really do, but what can I do? Ladies, if it lands on no, it lands on no. There's nothing that can be done from my side. We just have to sit here and crack on with it as it is, you know. There's nothing I can really do about that. Unfortunately, it can't go on like this. Listen, it's a shame, but it's also what the randomizer wheel is all about. It's completely and absolutely random, ladies and gentlemen. Whether it lands on yes or lands on no, that is up to the wheel, and we must abide by the wheel at all costs. And we just got to see what happens as it continues. Wheel is the wheel. Welcome to the Universal Champ. Randomized wheel sexes. The minute women were added, all it says is no. There's a lot of no's. There is a lot of no's. Now, again, whether or not that's to do with something, I don't know. But it's a lot of goddamn no's, ladies and gentlemen. So it's one of those ones. And shit is shit, Zeke. God damn, ladies and gentlemen. God damn. Listen, again, it's random for a reason. We have 9 minutes till 5 o'clock. We have time now to take our time for this one. What is the poll saying right now? People voting for Fredo on 46%. And you have Dino on 15%. Sibs on 38%. So not a lot of people going for Dino in this one, which is interesting. Really, really interesting. A lot of people going for Fredo, though, 46%, which is absolutely amazing. Really, 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 really is. Fredo, grow up. Goodness gracious me. Some things never change, eh? Some things, they never quite change, ladies and gentlemen. They never quite change. A lot of excitement to be had here today, man. lot of excitement to be had here today, ladies and gentlemen. A fantastic show on WOAH Warzone. That main event, I cannot wait for. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's dive right in. And remember, going for gold is this Saturday, and this is who we are.
Obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I'll give up everything. If I can see my dreams, cause I'll do anything to make one reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right, cause I'll do anything. My dream, make things right, 'cause I'll do anything. Want a reality. Make things right, 'cause I'll do anything. Make want a reality.
How very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready is the question. How about you show up for a change? I should have when I took that belt from you. Keep going, bud. Ooh, man, oh man, oh man. Some big talks occurring here today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kyver Kimball. First time chat here, but play 2K myself. Is this an online universe? So if you're an RPW 2K player, Mr. Curly, this is Regents Pro Wrestling. This is the real deal right here, my friend. This is live and in living color. Live every Monday and Friday. The number one wrestling show in sports entertainment. The most action-packed, immersive, and entertaining show on all of YouTube. My name is KR. I'm the commentator here today on WOAH Warzone. Ladies and gentlemen, and today we are going to be kicking things off hot and heavy on WOAH Warzone. Absolutely massive opener we have today, ladies and gentlemen. As we dive in, no randomizer championship match, of course, but that is okay. Nicole O'Grady, Women's World Champ, welcome in. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready and are you excited? We have a champ versus champ opener on WOAH Warzone here today. There is one of the three champs, one half of your World Tag Team Champions. You have the Canadian badass of Norm of the Cure here today. Now again, like we said, going for gold is this Saturday, May 31st, ladies and gentlemen, which means all of these superstars are getting ready for their potential championship match. Ladies and gents, there is Norm. 31 months. 21 months equals rookie numbers, Fredo. 31 months is absolutely insane. It really, really is. Ring the bell for Norm as he gets into the ring, ready to kick off the show. Now, Norm and Zeke have a lot of history between themselves with that Intercontinental Championship, of course. I'm really ready and excited for this one, though. I think it's going to be a great show today. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Opening and ending, with a triple threat match. Two massive triple threat matches here today as we have the World Tag Team Champ out to the ring. There is the United States Champion, the Bear. Now, that was a shock win on Rise a couple of weeks ago in the Underground match. It really was a shock win, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think a lot of people expected the Bear to take that championship off of Drew, but that's exactly what he done in very impressive fashion. I'm gonna take this off here. Quite hot in the arena here today. Got some RK merch going, ready for today's show. Why is so in EOP gear? Maybe he's the sole survivor of Empire of Pain, kind of like Ollie kept the SMC thing going. I think Leo, Brandon Bombs both got rid of it, but maybe the Bear is making EOP his thing as opposed to a group thing going forward. Did they say this was Extreme Rules match on the card? I heard the announcer, this match is going to be dangerous. Think Bear purposely chose a shirt that left his nips. Oh, 100% it's on purpose. 100%. You can't have your nips bearing the wind down on them and not have it be on purpose, Jocko. You know, I think 100% it's to get in the head of his opponents. And be ready, ladies and gentlemen. There is your Universal Champion. And still, this is another one that surprised. Like, whenever I think of the Universal Championship, I still don't think it's round the waist of Zeke. And it's not necessarily disrespect to Zeke in any way, but I've been thinking that he's going to be a world champion his entire career. He never quite got it, and now that he has it, you know, maybe it's still early. Maybe after a defense, he is facing Lamin. It is confirmed at Going for Gold, of course. So if he defends against the Grim Reaper, then I think I'll fully go in and be like, okay, fair enough. He is the Universal Champion. But of course, the Final Testament been all over season number 4 so far. Been all over season number 4. With championships. At one point, they had 3 world champions all involved in the Final Testament. I want the UC not to please anyone. I don't care for praises and flowers from people. I mean, of course, that is how Zeke feels. He's not one for the people. I'm not saying again to be disrespectful or anything like that. Love the Tron. Tron looks absolutely badass. Absolutely badass. No nips exposed for Zeke means that disadvantage bros. Me or Bear taking this, bros. Power of the nips. Shirtless will probably look better. Champ. Now remember, I take you back to last week on Friday Night Fury, ladies and gentlemen. GMK, the Intercontinental Champion, the lesser champion. You know, he's not a world champ, of course. He pinned the world champ of Brandon Bombs. So can the Bear do the same here today and pin the world champ of Zeke, pin the Universal Champion? Or is the tag team champ Norm going to take it? I think this has a lot of layers to it, because on paper you would think, okay, the world champion is the favorite, but we saw on Friday, especially in multi-man matches, that is not the case all the time, ladies and gentlemen. Just because you are the world champion, when there's multiple people in that ring, you never quite know. You never quite know. I'll be real with you, before this started, I had no energy. It's like RPW zaps me with energy, ladies and gentlemen. RPW zaps me with the good vibes, and I just get ready. I get on the edge of my seat as soon as I hear the bell ring for the first match. I've seen the Going for Gold stage. Looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I won for nobody. Yes, you did. And your crash after. Oh, 100%. 100%. I beat Norm and Bombs in a triple threat. Now I've got to do it again, but with Bear. It's right-handed there by Norm. Norm not really known for his multi-man record. Nice tag team maneuver there, though. The Bear, of course, a former tag champ himself with Empire of Pain. Maybe, again, that's why he's keeping the name. Because, oh, he's won gold with EOP before. Norm into the corner. Clubbing blows to the back. A knee strike down low. Trying hard to please Roman. He struggles to do that. Fredo, you want for Hope Eternal and Hope Eternal only. You big sheep. Fredo main evented today, which I'm excited for. Novak vs Maxim Jones might be the match I'm most looking forward to. Maxim has been absolutely amazing this year so far. I think him or Luca would be an amazing matchup for the Bear. I like when we get new names going for championships. I thought Arcade was the big sheep. See, I was going to say that, Jocko, but I didn't want to get involved. And I know Arcade doesn't want to get involved, so I'm not going to do my twin brother dirty like that. I'm just going to let that one slide and not make a comment on it. Absolutely not make a comment on it. Norm getting a table out big. Powerbomb by the Bear. I've joined Discord Curly. If you want to join RPW, become a YouTube member, just like you saw Fredo and Norm do, you can sign your own contract in the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Or if you have RPW 2K25, you can upload your character on the video game, and our creation team will make it for you in real life. RPW is live here every Monday and Friday. We have a pay-per-view this Saturday Going for Gold, where every single championship will be on the line. We also have a spreadsheet, ! RPW stats. Someone will do that right now in the chat. You can click there, peruse the spreadsheet, and see every single bit of history in Regents Pro Wrestling, my friend. Again, obviously, you can just sit back, relax. If you're not a wrestler, you can watch for free. There's where everyone does RPW stats. I love it. Or if you want to get involved, if you are a wrestler yourself, become a YouTube member. and sign your contract, my friend. My name is KR. I'm the commentator on Warzone and Friday Night Fury. There is a trash can, a steel chair, a table, a sledgehammer. These boys taking Extreme Rules to heart, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure. And look at Norm with a big power slam down. Goodness, chat is moving at electronic speeds today. I'm loving it. Have you got a women's division? Oh, of course, my friend. Season 4 is the greatest women's, the best that the women's division has been. Since RPW first came about, the women's division has been getting stronger and stronger every single year, my friend. It's Bobby. O2 holds the record for the longest women's championship reign at 398 days, which was absolutely amazing back last year. RPW's been about since March 7th, 2022. And every single year, it's just been better. The women's division might be better than the men's this year. So far, back the first 2 pay-per-views of this season, the women have main evented. That's all you need to know about that. That's all that you need to know about that. Tables out, bro. Giving the fans what they want, bros. I'm doing better than you, tough pull to swallow Fredo. This is who we are. Season 4 women's division's nuts. It's very, very good. Very, very good. That is for sure. Great opener here today, by the way. If you was the driver, I would be facing you out going for gold. But nope, it's Lamin. There's no might about it. Jogger, lovely power slam by Norm. Showing up in the Mortal match here today. Curly, again, if you want to just sit back, relax, watch this show, get a good read for RPW to see if you fit in or not. This is where the best come to wrestle, though, so make no mistake about it. Even if you've been successful in the indies or abroad, RPW is like no other, my friend Curly. RPW is not for the faint heart. That is for sure. We have some of the best competition in the world. The bear going for a pinfall. Norm rolls out. Rick rolls up for the cover. Oh, United States champion on the Universal champ again. It would be big for the bear to get a pin on Zeke. God, I love having the chat here now. It just makes it so much easier to read. It's a bigger task for a bigger superstar. Reverend is a bigger dog in the fight. I can't be too biased. A GM can't play favorites. Zeke and the bear in the ring. Universal and United States champions meeting up here today. Norm rejoins the ring. Let's keep the bottle up there. Oh! 2 knees right to the midsection of Zeke. Norm with a steel chair. Ring, get out of the corner. Norm. Oh! Oh! Bear just ran head first into the steel chair. Was going for the spear. And Norm did not hold back. A steel chair to the face of the bear. Oh my goodness, he was running headfirst for Zeke. Norm said, no, you don't. Boom. That was absolutely brutal. Absolutely. Someone put the bear down. He's done. He might be. You can see Canadian Badass in the crowd. My God, that was absolutely brutal. Absolutely. Look how big the bear is. So he comes up back into the ring. A submission could be the winner here. Oh, I'd love to see someone go through a table today. We heart Norm. Oh, big fan favorite, of course. And there's a ladder coming onto my announcer's desk now. I didn't think I signed up for this. That is a very precarious. Look at these guys taking the weapons to extreme measures. Zeke going for even more. There's another sighting of Key Iverson on Warzone. Not booked today, of course. But it's good to see him. Davey LaRusso. Oh! With a bit of PTSD. Good to see you, Davey, here today on Warzone. Finally watching some of your fellow Warzone superstars. Of course, Davey booked today with VHS Express. The bear is feeling good about this. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never played it online before. You don't need to be able to play video games, my friend. You just need to be able to wrestle. That's all you need to be able to do. As long as you think you can hang with these type of superstars, you can survive big takedown. If you have any questions, you can DM the CEO to Vince Shimon or my twin brother RK in the Discord. Feel free to shoot them a DM on Discord if you have any questions about it. And I'm sure they will answer you after today's show and let you know of any questions or queries you may have. Norm on the ladder right in front of my announcer's desk. Laying precariously. That's a big boy on that ladder. A very, very big boy. TPV. Oh, my God. These 3 superstars really going to town. Thanks, no worries, Curly. Hopefully one day we see you in the RPW ring. Competing with the best superstars. Zeke is bleeding. I think I saw some blood. Down the temple of Zeke, the Universal Champion. There in the corner. Norm is looking good, you know. Should we look at some percentages while we're here? Some percentages. Norm right now Norm's on 62% this season. There's a bro drop. That percentage may be moving up as he goes for the pinfall. Zeke up to his feet to break things up. Zeke is on 53% and the Bear is on 45%. Some very, very good percentages early doors for this matchup. Some really, really good percentages indeed, Bear, on the ladder now. Zeke with a kendo stick, the only one left in the ring, as he makes his way to the outside now. Bear, oh, nice little slide down by the Bear. Kendo stick in the hand, not getting used though. It's knocked out of the hand. I'm going to go in Norm for this one, I think. Of course, multi-man, you never know. Multi-man, you never know. It could be tricky. I want to stand on Norm's shoulders and twisted Bob off. To be said I'd be disqualified or something if I did. Disqualified? Why'd you be disqualified? As long as he's not interfering in the match. KR just jinxed me, bro. I shouldn't have Maybe shouldn't give my opinion mid-match, actually. Maybe should not give my opinion mid-match. Great opener, though. There is the commentator's curse. There with the steel steps. I'm going to go for the Bear. I think the Bear wins this one. As he tries to get Zeke into the ring, but Zeke is the Universal Champion with the light on his side. I think I'm going to go for the Zeke, but that being said, I think going off GMK winning, I think I'm going to go for the mid-card champ of the Bear, taking the win in this one. I said him since the beginning. I think I'm going to go with the Bear. Ladies and gentlemen, probably some rule against about using Canadians as furniture. Vince just said no. Oh, big spear by the Bear. Not force count anywhere, though. They need to get back into the ring. Norm wants to get at the Bear. Zeke laying in the way. I told you guys I'm going for Norm in this one. That TPV strength. That TPV mindset. Can't look past Norm in this one. Face first goes the Bear. Off the apron. Zeke back up to his feet, looking for a camera. Trying to fix that hair. I think that's the least of your worries right now. Oh my goodness. On the steel steps goes Zeke. The World Warzone crowd is absolutely loving it. Steel. Sledgehammer to the back of Norm. Not doing much. As bodies are flailing everywhere. Need to get into the ring eventually. And that's exactly what the Bear does with Zeke. I told you guys I'm going for the Bear. Since the beginning of this match, Zeke busted open. Steps into the ring. Oh my god, set up. Oh, no. All three superstars back into the ring. Zeke going up top with a heavens to hell. There's a pinfall, but Norm, I was going to say, surely not going to let the pinfall go. He does not. Norm, the fan favorite in this one. There's only so much being the fan favorite can get you in a triple threat match. What a move by Zeke, but Bear right there. Norm rolls out of this one. The Bear's trying to do his best GMK impersonation by pinning the world champion. What a spear for the first time of the match. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one. Oh, Norm is there to break things up, though. What an extravagant pin by Norm. Just a one count, I think. Yep, one's up. That table goes out. Oh, the submission is dangerous. Zeke smart to break things up. The ruthless right-handers by Norm. Norm the only one left standing. That TPV, baby. Chaos not jinxing anymore. Down go. Pin him. Oh, there's still step. Just pin him. There's still steps on. I think enough damage was done. If I'm Norm, I'm going for the pin. He opts not to, though. Interestingly enough, I think after that still steps to the face, I would have absolutely went for the pin then. Really, really would have. Instead, he's looking to go for a spinner Rooney. Crashing the Bear's head off those stairs. as he spins around. The Universal Champ not even involved in this match right now. Not even in the ring is Zeke. Biding his time. Maybe he's trying to steal the win. He'll upset a lot of people if he does. Norm rolls out, holds on. Oh, sidewalk slam. Norm on the outside. The Bear has Zeke up on his shoulders. 2 knees to the midsection. Norm with the steel stairs. Bear goes for the pinfall. Norm sets the stairs in his way. Norm can't get through the stairs. And a repeat of a Friday Night Fury where the mid-card champion has pinned the world champion. It happened on Fury. It happened on Warzone. And Zeke is going for gold. Coming off a loss against... Can we move this ladder, please? Coming off a loss against the Bear. Would you look at that, says Fredo. I had a feeling he was going to be enjoying that one. Physics, my only weakness. Not what you love to see by Norm, ladies and gentlemen. The Bear is going to be over the moon with that one. How many matches Zeke won since becoming used? I think it's like, what, 1 for 7? Something like that. It's not been the best of starts. GMK pins Brandon Bombs, and now the Bear pins Zeke. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Bear to the moon. I mean, I've always liked the Bear. He's got made fun of before in his past. Great celebration, though. Might need another trial next week from the Final Testament. Kaiju Yeager has a big match up next. It's definitely a big match against Brian Damage. Man's like twice his size. I'm excited for that one. 30 months from Kaiju Yeager. Love to see you as always, Mr. Kaiju, as the Bear makes his way backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, what an opener we have here today. Zeke collecting his Universal Championship. Oh, and there is Lamin. That's who's facing him at going for gold, ladies and gentlemen. That's who's facing him at going for gold. Zeke was collecting his championship. Lamin wants the last laugh before the pay-per-view Universal Champ, as if it wasn't bad enough for Zeke, ladies and gentlemen. Going for gold, fast approaching. Zeke gets planted. Zeke gets planted. He wasn't saying, he was just, getting his Universal Championship off of the referee, ladies and gentlemen. And all of a sudden, bang, bang, down goes the Universal Champion, Lamin, with a last little, I'm coming for you this Saturday, to Zeke. Wow. I missed you, look. We missed you too, Kaiju. We missed you too, and we're ready and excited for your match. What an opener. What a way to kick off the show. I'm supposed to punish Lamin for that, right? That's how this works? Because he still has his title, I'm assuming? What did Nicole say? Are we the mid-carders? I demand a rematch against the Steel Steps, one-on-one. Wow. Wow, yeah, no, he wasn't. He got given his championship from Rick. He got given his championship, and Lamin ran in from behind. Lamin has the last laugh before going for gold. Wowzers. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzers. Zeke's. See, the weird thing about Zeke, ladies and gentlemen, he's on like 50-something%, but I feel like he's not won in ages. Now, here's a man I haven't seen for a while. When was Brian Damage's last match? Of course, no longer part of the ministry. He left the ministry and he sort of fell away. His last match was week 153, April 17th. So we've not seen him in a couple of weeks as big man Brian Damage goes one-on-one against Kaiju Yeager. Cryptic Ladder. Welcome in, my friend, to Warzone. Talk less and boot more. Big man BD. Always been a fan of this guy. I've always thought, he's built like an absolute beast. He really, really is. Trying to get back to that level, though. Trying to get back to that level. He has a track record of betraying stables. He really, really does. Is that who I think it is? Standing behind Kaiju. These two have been teaming up recently. The two former disciples. The two former disciples of the Cure. That is Kaiju Jaeger. And ladies and gentlemen, alongside him, behind him, Big Key Iverson. Two former disciples. I like these two teaming up, man. They've had a couple tag matches. I think these two are fun teaming up together. They've become friends through their differences. Key Iverson in the corner of Kaiju. And hey, if Kaiju can knock down Brian Damage here today, what a win that would be for Kaiju Jaeger, right? What a damn win that would be. I like our bro just has a giant eye tattooed in the back of his head. I'll be the first to admit that since becoming champ, I have not been on good form. I mean, I don't think you need to be the first to admit it. I think it's very obvious. I mean, we can do some mathematics here. We can actually have a look. He became a Universal Champ at Breakthrough. Since then, he lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's won 1, which was against Leo, and he has 1 no contest. Ooh. Oh, yeah, but how is he still on 50%? He must have been winning a lot before becoming champ. Maybe, hey, like I said a couple of weeks ago, maybe Zeke's not ready to be a world champ. Some superstars aren't ready to be world champ material, you know. Some superstars become world champion. It's just not for them. So maybe this is one of those cases. Don't know where Rick is today. We have a stand-in for this match. Donnie Reeks, shit is shit. Kaiju going up against Brian Damage, double his size. I'm rooting for Kaiju. Never mind. Never mind. I think Brian Damage absolutely walks through this one. I think Kaiju winning would be absolutely amazing, though. The Donnie that Reeks is the one that took the UC from you. Zeke likes to remind Fredo of the... Oh, a little kendo stick just flew into the ring here. A little leftover from the opener, maybe. Key Iverson, a little giggling. That's reversal there, Kaij. Referee getting rid of that kendo stick. Very, very quickly. Go on, Kaij. What a win this would be. Kaiju. Up to the middle rope. Oh, lovely. Lovely maneuver. From Kaiju Jaeger. Who's the personal work experience that's the ref for this match. Little stand-in from the indies here. Little stand-in. I don't know what happened to Rick. I hope he's okay. Maybe you just need a toilet or something. I don't know. I sure hope he's okay. Kaiju. Oh, what a super kick. Goes up for the pinfall. Referee slides in. As long as he does a good job, I don't mind where they're from. Can't be much worse than... much worse than Rebecca, can it? Realistic. I'd rather a stand-in than Rebecca, you know. I'd rather a stand-in than Rebecca. Kaiju toying with Brian Damage right now. Really toying away. Nice takedown. Brian Damage rolling out. Key Iverson, got to watch out. Rest have been bad recently, so maybe a temp replacement. Got to get Rudolfo back, man. Real ones, no. Oh, look at that. Leg around the neck of Brian Damage. The right hand has come down. A little flexibility by Kaiju Jaeger. Crowd enjoying this one. Look how much bigger he is, dude. Look how much bigger he is. Where is he? Kaiju Jaeger, sorry. 50% Kaiju. Both of these are 50% right now. Kaiju Jaeger. Best season of his career. So, oh, Key Iverson. Key Iverson. No need. Oh, my God. Kaiju went flying from that choke slam. Holy moly. Kaiju went flying. But he fights back from it. Let's hope we don't break no ring today. Kaiju's not one to give up, man, no matter how bad his record is. Oh, chest first into that exposed steel. Kaiju, now that's why I like Kaiju Jaeger. When the going gets tough, he doesn't run away. He doesn't give up. He's always there. He's always aiming to be better. He never shies from a challenge. Oh, my goodness. No need, man. No need. Big PD with the pinfall. Referee going down in stages. Not quick enough for that one. Bro, Kaiju doesn't give up, man. Big boot. Kaiju does not give up. That's why I like him, I'm telling you. It's why I like him. He's sort of getting manhandled now, though, like a little child. Come on, Kaij. One reversal is all it takes. One reversal is all it takes. Come on, Kaij. Nice reversal. Oh, he ran straight into him. Oh, my goodness. He ran straight into him. Oh, big man BD fired up. Kaiju up to his feet. Hand across the throw. Another choke slam. Kaiju is down. Referee slides in. 1, 2, 3. Unlucky Kaiju Jaeger. Ran straight into him. Big man BD. I'm telling you, man. This man is dominant. He really, really is. A mock one's up. Of course, he left the ministry. And still continues to mock them. Unlucky Kaiju Jaeger. Both superstars were on 50% this season. And Brian Damage, a big win for big man BD. That is for sure. Again, a very, very, very good superstar. Very, very, very strong superstar. I'm a big fan of Brian Damage. Always have been. And if he continues with that form, like I always say, I think he can be very, very good this season. I don't see why he doesn't go for a World Championship. Whether he's in the ministry or not, Brian Damage is built like an absolute beast. And I've always thought he could be going for World Championships. You know? I've always thought he could be going for World Championships. What a show, man. What a show indeed. As we move on, I'm excited for this one. Stream Money against JC Brooklyn. Now, these two have done a lot of talking in their time. Welcoming K here to Warzone. These two have done a lot of talking in the time. They've only ever had one match, which was where Street Money came away victorious in the I Quit match. The first ever I Quit match in RPW history. He made JC Brooklyn say I quit. And gonna be interesting to see what comes out of this one. There is a Street Money in his army attire, ready for this one. It is Memorial Day in America, of course, celebrating and appreciating those served for their country. And Street Money, a former vet himself, paying homage and respect to those around him here today in a match against JC Brooklyn. I'm actually excited for this one. I mean, a lot of talking between this match, and when there's a lot of talking, it excites me, dude. Is Street Money a YN? I don't know what YN stands for. Goofy outfit. Crazy from Cryptic Ladder. Crazy. Big salute, man. Street Money, a former army vet. Can't disrespect that. That's for sure. And there is the second half of your World Tag Team Champs, JC Brooklyn. Hair growing slightly and got a different fit. Ready for this one. Member of the Cure, JC Brooklyn. A different fit as well. For this one, a different look. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of I'm kind of vibing with it. I'm kind of vibing with it. JC Brooklyn, hair grew out slightly. I like the jacket. What do you like? Varsity jacket is what I like it. T-shirt on underneath. He's got a championship to his name, of course, and in his mouth. How very! I'm excited for this match. 2 new looks. Let's go. Young N, that's what it means. Young, crazy. Imagine losing with a new fit. Well, one of these is going to lose with a new fit. It's a modern name for thugs, but I won't tell you the full name. Interesting. I'm not getting involved in that. I like the new look from JC Brooklyn. Again, a lot of talking between these two. Street Money and JC Brooklyn one-on-one. Who you guys got for this one? I'm going to go JC Brooklyn. They've got a championship to their name. I'm going to go JC Brooklyn, but I think it could go either way. I think it could go either way. Street Money, big 6'7" frame. Street Money is a very old N. Crazy. Technically, Jocko just wrote the N-word, right? By quoting that. Is that how that works? I got Street. I could see it going either way. I wouldn't be surprised either way. But I'm going to put my money on JC Brooklyn just to even it up 1-1. Just to even it up 1-1. Just got an email. YN: young N-word. Thanks, dude. Thank you very much. People letting me know live what these words mean. Guys, can we not email KR when we're live, please, and try to distract me from my job? Thank you very much. I didn't think JC would grow some hair. He's got some hair follicles on him. He's a young lad. I hate both of these, but I do think JC has it. They had hair. Yeah, I don't see why JC wouldn't be able to grow hair. They shaved it for the Cure, but the Cure don't have to shave their hair anymore. I think his trim suits him. You always get the best emails with that. It wasn't from to Vince. It was, I can confirm, to Vince backstage in Gorilla for these for the show. He's the Fury general manager, but he still is the CEO of RPW. So even though he doesn't book Warzone, he's still backstage watching on, making sure best for business is occurring. Good to see Rick back in the ring today. Cure was real dark days. By the way, Carl, remember my question from Fury. I saw your question on my monitor, but they cut my mic, they cut my camera, they cut my feed at GMK. So remind me of the question. I did see it, but I couldn't answer because they cut everything, because the Final Testament took over the end of the show on Friday Night Fury. Street Money's cooking, by the way. Street Money's been doing very well. Of course, Luka Novak did beat him last week, but Street Money's been doing very well. I like that he has an army-inspired attire for the troops. I like JC Brooklyn's new attire, too. I really like JC Brooklyn's new attire. I blame myself for joining. It happens, man. Of course, now part of the Shield, which I'm excited for. RK's reasoning was that Luka, Twisted, and Coke can shield RK from the Final Testament. Not physically, but because now he's focused on the Shield, he doesn't have to focus on the Final Testament or the Ministry, stuff like that. So that's his way. But also, RK shields the other three as he trains and helps them to become better superstars. So it's a two-way street for the Shield. I think it's going to be a fun little team for RK, a fun little side quest outside of the Ministry, outside of the main event scene. I'm excited for it. We showed RK from the air. I think it's cool, dude. Street Money has an NBA build. Hey, he's 6'7", dude. He's 6'7". The future of RPW, male and female. The future of RPW? My goodness gracious me. That is a loaded question, because what do you mean by the future? I mean, the future, you know, people might think you mean like the new up-and-comers, but the future could be a current superstar. Like Sibs could be the future of RPW, even though he's the past of RPW. Like, he's a Season 1 vet. But what if Sibs gets back to being better than he ever was before? He could be the future. Unless you mean the future strictly based on rookies and up-and-coming superstars. Is that what you mean? The future. I think Akira Tanaka is going to be one of the future female superstars. I'm here for a while. That's what I'm saying. Fredo has the most matches in RPW history. But I can also see Fredo being the future of RPW. He's main eventing today. Potentially being mid-card or whatever. Potentially be something mid-card, whatever. I don't really understand the question. Like, do you mean like the future face of RPW? I mean, I think there's a lot of ways you can go. A Shield cannot protect from Divine Judgment. Hope Eternal with a 15-monther. I wish the chat popped bread when people become members, man. It's so annoying. I think it's only new members. You need to check the settings. Both superstars on the outside. Fan cam in action. Rick not counting. Much appreciated Hope Eternal for 15 months. Oh, JC Brooklyn. Listen with the roundhouse kick. Street Money's been cooking today. Street Money's been cooking. Future of our... I think Akira Tanaka is going to be up there. I think Nicole O'Grady. I think Nicole O'Grady is one of the future biggest names in RPW. I think Miss 15-month herself, I think Hope Eternal has come in and absolutely turned her career around this season compared to when she first started. Oh, JC Brooklyn trying to make Street Money say I quit, trying to get some revenge from their first ever match, and he does! Street Money taps out. JC Brooklyn evens up their standings with Street Money, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 on the record. Street Money has made JC Brooklyn say I quit before. Now JC Brooklyn makes Street Money say I quit instead. Street Money can no longer throw that in his face, ladies and gentlemen, because normally that's Street Money's main thing that he uses against JC Brooklyn. No longer can you make fun of, oh, well, I made you say I quit, because now JC Brooklyn done exactly that, ladies and gentlemen. Done exactly that. Wowza, trousers. Wowza, trousers. Welcome in, Leo. I've seen this before. Akira solos the entire women's locker room. No problem. Street Money can't use that excuse. No more. Of course, he was going to lose with the ugly fit. Bro, it was for Memorial Day. Why are you so angry about the veterans? Why? Why are you so angry? From the veterans, man. They don't have to be specifically World Champ material. I mean, if that's I think there's a lot of potential futures of RPW. I think you could say literally anyone. If anyone has a good season, Street Money dressed like a thug. Damn. Why Street Money? Bro, I was just going to say that, Novak. He done nothing wrong. He's getting, of all days, to attack Street's clothes. You know what I mean? Of all days to attack his, I think it was the vest over the shirt. Street Money getting flamed. He was just trying to support the troops, dude. This is the one time I don't agree with the Street Money being flamed. Like, bro. Oh, man, I've got all my energy back, though. I'm loving this. Not him getting flamed necessarily. Oh, my goodness. There is VHS Express. That's Davey LaRusso and Smiley. Smiley with some new yellow gear here today. Davey with some red gear. Coming out to Trunks' team on Memorial Day is crazy. It really, really is. VHS Express, Davey LaRusso. Now, of course, these two lost last week against Twisted and Cope for the chance to go for gold this Saturday at the pay-per-view. But today they have a chance to get back to winning ways against The Cure, where we have Drew and Ryan Curtis. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody get these guys a DVD player. Brett apparently missed the play button for the music here today. There is Drew Payne, the former Real American, now turned to Jesus Christ himself. Ryan Curtis still encapsulating the American blood heritage. And The Cure are here. The two superstars without a championship in The Cure. Of course, Cure under new leadership. Drew and Norm are the leaders, the new front runners of The Cure. And it's always interesting, ladies and gentlemen. No amazing Drew entrance. I mean, it was supposed to be his entrance theme. Apparently, Brett may have misplaced it. I don't know. What the fuck have I come back to? Drew calling on God for this one. Can God get Ryan Curtis a victory is the question. Ryan Curtis so far 17% on the season. Drew, a former United States champion. Rick rings the bell. Smiley and Ryan Curtis kick things off. And here we go. Is God powerful enough to get Ryan Curtis a win? Is he cosplaying G? Well, apparently, God told Drew Payne, right? We know Drew is going up against Daniel Black this Saturday for the Cruiserweight Championship. I didn't think Drew was even a Cruiserweight, but apparently he is. And he has a championship match this Saturday as he's tagged in. Apparently, Jesus Christ himself, apparently God came to Drew and has been talking to him, ladies and gentlemen. He's the chosen prophet. He is the only one. Oh, my goodness. He's the only one that can talk to God and hear his calls, ladies and gentlemen. God says he's a cruiserweight, so who am I to argue? Exactly right, Nicole. Exactly right. If God said it, it must be true. Now, these two really in the need of a win here. David LaRusso currently on 21%. Smiley on 25%. VHS Express, all the desert training. Not got off to the best of starts, but still very, very young. Drew is one of those scam pastors. God sent Drew Ozempic. Again, who are we to judge the methods of God, you know? Who are we to judge the methods of God himself? VHS Express been going through all their different training methods. And we'll see if it works for them here today. They're starting off strong, to be fair. Now, this isn't for like qualifications or anything. This is just for pride. The tag team title matches are secured for going for gold. So this is just to improve your record, which all four of these superstars need to do. David LaRusso tagged in. Davey coming off the back of being pinned by Coke last week, of course. Christian Coke returning in action today against the Palmer's Paradise. Palmer's Paradise, very, very good tag team, by the way. I think it's a very, very difficult challenge for the Shield today. Twisted and Coke up against a very tough tag team of Palmer's Paradise, but those are the matches you have to win to make a name for yourself. Honestly, I'm very excited for the match. Very, very excited indeed. Drew in VHS Express's corner. Davey getting involved. I want that trainer to go to something special with his moveset. I don't really... No moves really stand out when I look at Davey or Smiley, you know? Like, normally when you look at superstars, you know specific moves, but No moves. I don't know, like, they're vintage moves. They're big moves. I think Davey does the cyclone kick, which is pretty nice, but Drew needs to tag out. Ryan Curtis is in. Oh, God. What a matchup this is. Ryan Curtis versus Davey LaRusso. 21% versus 17%. Now look at Ryan Curtis. You know what? Come on, VHS Express. Smiley tagged in. Ryan Curtis with the reversal. I think VHS Express win today. But actually then, am I going against God? Am I going against God? Maybe not. Maybe not. They've been running in the desert, not really anything else, so they're working on moves. Two of the biggest wows that had tires. Nice combo there by Ryan Curtis. Drew, how did you lose weight? Drew, God. I mean, you're not wrong. I think that's pretty much how the conversation went. Davey's down on the outside. I mean, to be fair, now I'm seeing why when Smiley asked Kyver Kimball, do you want our fashion team to make you in a tie? I'm seeing why she said no now. Because, oh boy. Oh boy. But hey, it suits them. It's them. It's, you know, I have no hatred for VHS Express. I have nothing against them. Two dudes just trying to do the best that they can. I have nothing against that. He's definitely been in the desert. That man is tanned these days, to say the least. That man's been in the Sahara. No sunscreen. Drew goes down. Smiley, Ryan Curtis meet in the middle. Drew's God should help Oliver too. Tag made. Davey back in. Their fashion team has to be underpaid for these atrocities. Nice spear by Davey. Oh, look at the tag. Oh. I was hoping for something a bit more than that. Belly to belly by Davey. There we go. What happens if to Vince says one thing to Drew, but God says the other? What a conundrum. Well, luckily, Drew's not on Fury, so to Vince has nothing to do with Drew, really. That's Jocko's problem. Here on Warzone. Right, Curtis grabs the rope and Rick sees it. Oh, that was God's will. I feel like God told Ryan Curtis to grab that rope. God willed Ryan Curtis to grab that rope. And he got it. I got to ask Drew to assist me so God can give me a contract. Yeah, me too. Hey, become a YouTube member. You get your contract, boys. Simple as that. Rebecca wouldn't have seen that. Oh, no way, Novak. Could you imagine Ryan Curtis pins you? What a travesty. Considering VHS designed it on my game makes me think the designer likes me more. Who does he think he is grabbing that rope? That was all God right there. God, Ryan moves so stiff, didn't he? Oh, never mind. Never mind. God tells Drew to tag in. Here we go. Here we go. God tells Drew to tag in. Head full of steam. I don't know what just happened then. Did he get him or not? I don't really know. Botchamania hit it. Hey, lovely. Take down. Drew trying to get Smiley to enter the ring. Smiley does not enter the ring. 2 count and a kick out. Drew thought God had the win there. Davey kicks out. Left-handers. I've seen Rebecca count from the other side of the ringside area. I think she just chooses, to be honest. Did Drew have... I don't know. I don't really know, if I'm honest with you. I think Davey needs a tag. There's Cruiserweight Drew. God was not lying, ladies and gentlemen. God was not lying. Oh, nice. Oh. Ooh, DDT. One sick could end Davey. Smiley forced to enter the ring. To break things up, Smiley cannot re-enter the ring. Smart by Drew. That was God's plan right there. That was God's plan. As Drew sets him off. Oh, what a reversal, Davey. LaRusso. Even God didn't see that one coming. What a reversal.
There's the tag.
Davey, smart tag. And that is the training from the desert. My God, that was impressive. Oh, he touched Rick inappropriately there. Smiley from behind. Drew gets spun around on the shoulders. Bang. On the logo he goes, trying to coax Ryan to break things up, which he does. Now Ryan Curtis cannot re-enter the ring. Smiley just... Oh, no, I thought he was going to tag. Never mind. Oh, Drew. Oh, Drew, no. Oh, Drew. God's plan. Oh, told him to reverse that. God told him to reverse it. What a reversal. And face first goes Smiley. Do I have the right number? You do not. Ryan Curtis tagged it. Oh, Ryan's going to get the win for the Cure. Ryan is going to get the win for... I'm saying it now. Ryan's going to get the win for the Cure. Ryan. With the forearms. Irish whip. Off the rope. Into the spear. Davey can enter the ring, though. He chooses not to. He was a bit slow. Oh, he breaks it up, though. Please, no. If I'm Ryan, I'm going for a pin again. Or a submission. The best spear in RPW right there. Ryan with the right-handers. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Curtis. Come on, Curtis. Another one. Irish whip. Or is God telling Drew that he needs to finish this match? I think God has told Drew he needs to finish this match, ladies and gentlemen. It's going a bit too long for God's liking. What a kick. Davey cannot enter the ring, of course. And this time, the stomp connects. Down goes Smiley, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and 3. And down goes Smiley. And the Cure with the victory. You can see what it means to them. Goodness gracious me. They are loving it, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely loving it. VHS ever won? I don't know. I really, really, really don't know. They are absolutely loving it. Wowza, wowza, trousers. And all of a sudden, it says, praise the light on. They're still in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. That is Daniel Black and the Reverend. After their celebrations, of course, Daniel Black is going up against Drew this Saturday and going for gold for the RPW Cruiserweight Championship, ladies and gentlemen. The Cure with the win, but they do not care. Daniel Black with the last laugh here today with a burning hammer to Drew. God should have saw that coming. Maybe he should have, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe he should have. VHS are so buns. So bunions. Reverend and Daniel Black, the RPW Tag Team Champions, coming out to play here today. And the Reverend with a hidden blade. Ryan Curtis trying to fight back. Ryan Curtis failing to fight back, and a burning hammer to Ryan Curtis as well. Goodness. 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 Gracious me. Damned atheist bros. How beautiful. Fuck Drew Payne. Fuck the Cure. Praise the light. The final testament. Ladies and gentlemen. The final testament. Involved again. Nothing changes. Yet again, they stand on top. Here in RPW. Not ideal. Not ideal. I mean, Lamming got the last laugh over Zeke before going for gold. But Daniel gets the last laugh. Daniel gets the last laugh over Drew Payne. Before their match, ladies and gentlemen. How very interesting, eh? How very interesting. Rev, it's cool. I wanted to troll him, but his brains were going to explode. Carving a legacy on just getting involved in things that don't involve you. Keep an eye out for the final testament, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'll say. Keep an eye out for the final testament as things advance on Warzone. People getting involved left and right. Hey, it's pay-per-view week. People gotta get their last little nod in, you know. I have a match with Drew. I go for gold. That involved me. People gotta get their last little nod in. People got to make sure, hey, I'm standing on top. There's the internet sensation, Cold Boy T. Good to see you, my friend. As things advance onward, Warzone with a mighty big one-on-one here today. As the goddess we haven't seen in a while is here in Lilith Lanza in her corner, ladies and gentlemen. Ringside for this one, Lanza and the goddess. We've not seen them together for a while. We still have not seen the goddess really make a comment on Lilith Lanza's cheating of the brass knuckle from last week, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Lanza versus Sasha Fierce. Lanza came out with the brass knuckle. Bobby hasn't really spoken about that too much. Neither has anyone else from the ministry either. They sort of just went away from it, interestingly enough. So we shall see. I disagree. Everyone was there for what? Hold your hand. KF ever gets a contract, make him dumb and stupid. Worse than Beetlejuice. I don't know why you're asking me to make him something, but I don't really have power to do that, Leo. I can't make anyone do something. They are what they are, as there is the Evolution champion of Lady Doom. Of course, Lady Doom going up against mozzarella cheese on from Warzone. Going for gold after she won the 10-woman Rumble. Is she a nun? Who? Lady... a nun? I don't think so. I think it's just a black dress. Do you know what a nun is? Don't think a nun would have her legs out, if I'm honest with you. There is the Evolution champion, Lady Dream. For this one. Now, these two, by the way, can I just say, if we go to held titles and sort it from highest to lowest, both of these superstars have 8 championships to their name, ladies and gentlemen. 8 championships to their name each. That is 16 championships joint in this one, which is... Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. 8 championships each. 2 of the biggest and best female names in all of RPW history right here. 16 championships between 2. That is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely insane. Add Lilith ringside, that's 19 altogether. So Divine Intervention is still together, but again, we've not really seen them. We've not really seen them in tag team action all too much in the past couple of weeks. Looks religious, that's all. I mean, maybe I can't comment on other people's religion, you know. I can't comment on other people's religion, I'm afraid. You can still see the scars from Hope Eternal's torture. Doesn't Lilith have 4? Oh, she's a tag team champ as well, you're right. So it's around 20. I was just counting singles. But that is correct. Lovely dropkick by Lady Dream. Lovely maneuver. Divine Intervention versus the Authority here today. Good to see ya, Cold Boy. After your amazing work in Iceland this past weekend. Will be thrown off the rope. I'll tell you right now, from a devout Christian, that's not a religious attire. Yeah, I don't know where people are getting religious from. I don't think religious people show that much skin, if I'm honest with you. I don't think they're allowed their ankles out, let alone their knees. They'll be showing that strength, one of these stronger female superstars here in RPW. First pinfall of this match as Rick slides in. Just a 1 count and a kick out there. More people go to church if nuns dress like that, right? Nice takedown here. After this one, we get into the meat of the show, but with this one too. Luca vs Maxim Jones up next. And then we have the tag team qualifiers as well. Some very, very exciting ones. We have a sanctification trial, which I don't really know what that means. We'll be chasing Lady Dream to the outside. Rick counting in this one. The referees are very, like, very iffy on if they count or not, you know? Very iffy on if they would count like that. Or if they count or not. It's very, very interesting. Count of 5 already. Count of 6 now. That trial is weird. Wonder what will happen at the trial. Face first into the ring post goes Bobby. The goddess is down. A day after her birthday. Makes it back into the ring, count of 9 though. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Very, very close indeed. Both superstars back up to their feet. Bobby double-handed chokeslam. And that's why I don't want to become... I don't want to name become religious. Oh, what a hurricane rana by the goddess. Goodness gracious me. Knee strike to the midsection. And another one. The goddess going top rope. For what can only be one of the most coveted finishing moves in all of RPW. The Twisted Bob connecting. Happy belated birthday from the goddess. 1, 2, and 3. And the goddess is back on Warzone on a hunt for a championship as she takes down the Authority and celebrates alongside Lilith Lanza. Divine intervention. Maybe back to friendship ways. The belt collector. The goddess looking for more. Who didn't see that coming? Lady Dream not able to hang on in this one with the goddess, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely massive win indeed. Very, very, very impressive. Faster than I anticipated. You and me both, my friend. You and me both. Very, very, very big win. Very, very, very big win indeed. Very, very impressive at that as well. Very, very impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Great matchup. And again, Bobby has eyes on future championships. Going to be interesting to see who is next for her and what belt is next for her as well. Bobby, of course, has won a lot of championships in her time. Now is a free agent, going for even more championships in her spare time. And going to be very, very interesting to see who potentially is next. And who potentially will be her target. Which belt is going to be on the line for the goddess, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic matchup, though, as things advance. And this matchup next, I'm very excited for, dude. Very, very, very excited for this next one. I know this is a champion, but Lady Dream has been the Achilles heel of the Authority. She's been up and down, that's for sure. But again, it's, you know, she has a belt as well. She has a belt as well, ladies and gentlemen. The Bear kicked off today by pinning the Universal Champion. The winner of this match will take on the Bear at Going for Gold this Saturday. There is the Shield. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think you could do emojis, maybe? I don't know. I only did one little side fist. But the Shield, a brand new team, of course. There is Stream Money. Good to see you, Stream Money. Big salute for Memorial Day. Unlucky on your match earlier today as things advance. I'm so excited for this match. I'm so excited for this match. Maxim Jones. 71%, ladies and gentlemen. What a matchup this is going to be. And there is Misa Johnston as the new millennia. Misa Johnston giving some respect. Ringside alongside Maxim Jones. This is one of those where I feel like it could go either way, ladies and gentlemen. Jocko's going to deal with that command for the next half an hour. I feel like this one could go either way, though. This and next match, I'm so excited for. I'm so excited. Yeah, Jocko, you suck. Keep trying, my friend. It's a tough one. I don't think that was a fist. I think it was just exclamation mark shield. But then it added... I don't know. I think it was just exclamation mark shield. Let's go, ladies and gents. Maxim Jones in the ring. Misa Johnston ringside. I wouldn't mind seeing Maxim Jones. Oh, there he is! The wise man! My twin brother, RK. I'm wearing his t-shirt. Ringside. Who would have... Hey, if you would have told me, like a couple of months ago, ladies and gentlemen, RK and Luka Novak would be teaming up, I would not have believed you. I would not have believed you. Luka Novak and the Wise Man teaming up together as part of the Shield. How crazy is this? With Twisted and Coke as well. What a random stable. What a random... There we go. Exclamation mark Shield. As Luka Novak makes his way down to the ring. Honestly, again, I don't think there's a favorite in this match. Based on percentage, I would go for Maxim Jones. But based on composure, I would go for that man right there, Luka Novak. Ladies and gentlemen, it shows emojis for you guys. I see the emojis. Oh. On YouTube, I don't see the emojis. On my chat app, I do see emojis. So, I don't know what you want to do with that. Middle of the ring, Maxim Jones and Luka Novak lock up in this one. Winner of this goes to go in for gold. To face the Bear for the United States Championship on PC. No, on PC, it doesn't show it. It doesn't show it on my YouTube chat, but it shows it on... I have like an external chat to combine my chat, so I see it on there. So, hey, man, each to their own, eh? Each to their own. I'm excited for this match, though. Luka and Maxim. Tuggling and struggling. I think either of these two winning is a big match against the Bear. I think either of these two against the Bear is a great match. I would love to see Maxim Jones. Yeet works for both of mine. I see the emojis. Because Maxim Jones never been a singles champ before in RPW. He's been a randomizer champ, but that's it. He's main evented 2 pay-per-views. Been there since week 26, September 1st, 2022. Last year, he was on 25%. This year, 71%. He's up 46%. Of course, the first ever Regents Rumble winner. I would pop to see Maxim Jones become United States champion. But equally, Luka Novak, a former Intercontinental champion. I would love to see Luka with a brand championship yet again. Season 4 has been the best promo-wise of Luka Novak's career. I would love to see him with a brand championship as well. I think this is a great matchup. I really, really do. Luka growing that hair back out. Stomps right to the chest. Maxim Jones is down. Up in his shoulders. Look at the strength of Luka Novak. The Wise Man RK watching ringside, as is Misa Johnston. I love that suit from the Wise Man. I think it's the best suit I've seen so far. Maxim Jones going for the pinfall. RK trying to get the crowd on the side of Luka Novak. Misa Johnston, I don't know, there's an arch I've ever seen. Misa Johnston had the record for most matches in RPW without a championship. Nice reversal there by Luka Novak. As Maxim down in the ring, deadlift him up. Oh, lovely powerbomb. Doesn't go for the pinfall, though. Looks on the arm of Maxim. Has him back up to his feet. I love that hip toss. Absolutely brutal. Managers can't get involved, of course, for the pinfall. 2 count. And a kick out. Nice reversal there, Maxim Jones. Irish whip. Rick gets in the way. Big German suplex. Holds on. The shoulders are down. RK trying to get the crowd on his side here for Luka. Couple chops by Maxim. Luka not going down, though. Palmer's in the Shield after this. They are indeed. Novak bomb. Is Luka Novak going for gold for the United States Championship this Saturday? And going for gold, no. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. 2 count and a kick out. Luka Novak is calling for him up. Ladies and gentlemen, super kick across the face. Down goes Maxim, set him up perfectly. Luka Novak, top rope. What's he going for is the question. He's calling for Maxim Jones up to his feet. And Luka, big crossbody takedown. Luka is cooking. Luka is moving. Is this what training with RK gets you? Superstar of the year for a reason. Left-handers to the face. And that slap could come back to bite you in the tuckus. Disrespecting your opponent like that. Another Irish whip. Off the rope. Rebound. Holds on. Oh, my goodness. Luca's tacked on mass. And he is using that strength. 2.5 again by Maxim Jones. Whew. Again, this is the best I've seen Luca in his career so far. Lovely reversal there as well. Nice kick up top, kick to the chest. Down in his knee. Shoulder down goes Maxim Jones. Cruise over to the corner. Luca. Super kick down. To the shin, holds on. Oh my goodness gracious me. Maxim Jones down on the logo. Rick is there. Misa Johnston looks absolutely shocked at what he just witnessed. Oh my god. How much resiliency does the first ever Regents Rumble winner have? You can see the crowd holding up their twos for that count. Luca's pulling out all the big stops here. But we've said it before. You can dominate, and end up losing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, what a cutter. This is the best I've seen Luka Novak for a long time. Middle rope. Calling for Maxim Jones. Nice reversal. Does a reverse the code breaker again. Shoulders flat on the logo. Dead center of the ring. Rick is down. Oh my god. Maxim Jones just does not give up. He does not quit. Look at the back of Maxim. Luka Novak put him in through hell. Maxim's going to hit one finisher and win. Oh, he was going for it, but Luka Novak is quicker. Novak bomb. 1, 2, 3. And Luka Novak is going for gold this Saturday against the Bear for the United States Championship. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. The composure from Luka Novak. Maxim Jones. He was there at the beginning, but after that, Luka absolutely dominated. Composure by Luka. One member of the Shield will be going for gold. Luka Novak versus the Bear. That's a great matchup, dude. That is a great matchup. It really, really is. Ladies and gentlemen, it really, really is a great matchup. Rule 1 of wrestling, composure. Says Luka. That was impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, while the next match gets ready, I'm going to quickly run backstage to the toilet. As you can all praise Luka with the composure, with the Shield. What a start. After his training, could the Shield go back-to-back? If the Shield wins up next, Twisted and Coke, if they can take down the Palmer's Paradise, they will also go to the pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, give me 2 seconds and I shall be back.
I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, to stop it. I lock in, I got this, radio drop this. Hot shit, just watch this, I fucking promise. Roll it, do not miss, your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip? Or say I wanna be in, cause my rap is tight. No, really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black and white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So sit back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, to stop it. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, to stop it. I love the girls that fuck with my music. Getting referrals from the girls, love to booze it. Party and lose it, that's the life I'm choosing. Not losing, that's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact. I'm better than ever, never been better. I know that I wrote that. Sipping on some coke and no check. Could stare and bitch and take a pic. Kodak, I threaten the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain. It's fucking all the same.
Oh, how exciting it is. How exciting it is as things advance. What a match by Luka Novak. How much of that was training from RK? How much of that was just Luka Novak? I don't know. It's a joint effort from the boys, of course. But what a win. As we advance, Palmer's Paradise go up against the Shield. RK, I'm assuming, going to be making another appearance here today. He came out, went backstage, and now he's going to have to come back out. There is Austin Palmer and Junior Palmer, Palmer's Paradise. Now, these two are so good. These two are so good.
On the way to the ring at a combined weight.
Former tag champs, of course. So good in tag team action. One of the greatest tag teams in RPW, I think, today. One of the greatest tag teams in RPW. I really do think so. Do you wash your hands? Of course, my friend. I think these two are one of the greatest tag teams in RPW, maybe ever. I really like Palmer's Paradise. I would love to see them be champs again. I really would. But gonna be a tough one. We shall see. Ladies and gentlemen. And again, I think Brett having some trouble with the audio for tag teams today. The Cure had it and the Shield have it as well. Those outfits are horror. I like the outfits. There is Twisted Hero. There is Christian Coke, and there is the Wise Man. RK in the middle. Now, I have been told they do have a song again, just like the Cure. Apparently, Brett, not a fan of tag team action here today, but what can you do? RK brought some good luck to Luka Novak. Will he bring good luck to Twisted and Coke is the question. We shall see. It would be a great show for them to go back to back. It really would. Twisted, RK, and Coke ready for this one. RK in the middle, a man of attention, of course. That pink, bro, that's my favorite suit I've seen of him, man. They have a great song as well. It's a shame Brett didn't have it queued up. On the test he had it. Look at the flexing of the muscles. The Shield are here. Palmer's Paradise watching on. Ladies and gentlemen. Junior Palmer starting in. And Twisted starting for the Shield. Here we go. Now again, this is such a tough challenge. Ladies and gentlemen. Such a tough challenge. Last week, they went against VHS Express. Even though they're a new team, VHS Express, they're a new team themselves. They've not really been there for themselves. Shield came out on top. Wasn't really much of a competition. You know, Coke making his return very big. But this is a tough one. If they can win here today, then it's like, okay, fair enough. They beat former tag team champs, you know. This is a big challenge. A very big challenge. So we'll see what they can do. Great to see Coke back in action, by the way. Great to see Coke back in action. He's now on the sheet, right? When was his last match? If we go to Coke's profile, before today, it was July 3rd, 2024. Before last week. Wow, when was Coke's last win? Before last week? Oh, he was on rotten form. Oh my God. Coke's last win was April 17th, 2024. Before last week. He's not won, again, before last week. Well, even with last week, it was over a year since his last win. He went a whole year without a victory. Of course, out of RPW. Wow. Wow. Junior Palmer tagged in. Sorry, Austin Palmer tagged in, I should say. Oh, no, it was Junior Palmer tagged out. I think I missed Austin Palmer getting tagged in and then tagged out. Coke is he looks good, to be fair. He definitely looks good. Junior Palmer, very technical. Twisted, I think, get a bit annoyed at being taken down then. Twisted not getting off to the best of starts. I think he was like, what, 1-11 or something like that? Crazy. Not the best of starts to the season from him. As these two lock up in the ring. Nice takedown there. Of course, Palmers are part of the Resistance. I have heard as well, RK, he's you know, he's a member of the Resistance in that he supports what the Resistance are doing, but he doesn't wear the, you know, he doesn't wear the logo because he doesn't want to be involved with the Final Testament. So he's sort of like an honorary member to the Resistance in a way. He's not enemies to the Resistance, but he's also not getting involved with them. That's why he's pushing more of Lamin to get involved with them. But I think now he just wants to not be involved at all, which is why he's now focusing on the Shield as Coke is tagged in. What is a tag team that has like 100% chemistry in your opinion? I mean, I think if you're talking about chemistry, you can't look further than Palmer's Paradise. I think Palmer's Paradise, the Fallen also. I think the Fallen and Palmer's Paradise have like the best chemistry I've ever seen in all of RPW. Of course, Palmer's Paradise, they're both brothers. So that is chemistry enough. The Fallen, though, they're like 5-time tag champs. The tag team personified right there. The Fallen and Palmer's Paradise, I think, are the two best tag teams in RPW right now. But Coke and Twisted trying to get involved. Coke from the corner! What a crossbody! This is the best physically I've ever seen Coke. He's been around the indie scene this entire year. Since last seen in RPW. He's won multiple championships around the globe. Around different companies. And is now back. The Shield have one superstar going for gold this Saturday. Can they get a tag team as well? Again, I don't think I can look past Palmer's Paradise, if I'm honest with you. I like what RK is doing with the Shield. I have nothing against them, but again, I think Palmer's Paradise is one of the greatest tag teams we've ever seen. I don't think I can look past them. And when you're talking about chemistry, it's so hard to look much further than these two. It really is. There's a pinfall and a kick out. Junior Palmer, nice takedown. The thing with Junior Palmer, he's the younger brother. He's taller, he's bigger, he's stronger. Ladies and gentlemen, he's so strong. Are we seeing the Shield rise over TFT live in 4? Again, I don't think you understand what the Shield is about, my friend. The Shield wants to stay as far away from the Final Testament as possible. So I don't really think that's their goal, if I'm honest with you. I think you've got the wrong idea, Leo. The whole point of the Shield is they want nothing to do with the Final Testament. So I don't think they're looking to rise above them at all. I think they're just trying to focus on their own thing and focus on themselves. Junior Palmer again with the strength. Nice takedown. Another tag made. Austin Palmer tagged back in. Coke might need to make a tag himself. Back-to-back reversals between the two. We want to wrestle and be one of the greatest things in RPW. Would be impressive if you can win the United States Championship. Oh! And these to become tag champs. Would be rather impressive. Coker's Austin Palmer back up. To his feet into the corner. RK getting really animated ringside. He was the same in Luca's match. He gets really into the match. Really animated. He's like Mikel Arteta. Constantly cheering on and shouting advice from ringside. He never stops. He never stops. Twisted tagged back in. That ground and pound action. Big boy is Twisted. Wants to show more of that brute strength. I don't even know what Twisted's finishing move is. I feel like I've barely seen it this season with a bad start. No, but that's what I was trying to say. And I know, and spoiler, Shield will be goated in a few. Coke tagged back in. Coke does a lot of the heavy lifting for this team. Maybe Twisted still, you know, still a rookie. Still trying to get his grips in RPW. Maybe wants to learn more from RK. Yeah, too far for Coke, I thought so. He's not really a high flyer anymore. Austin Palmer thrown up and over. Nice reversal there. Palmer back in with him, right-hander. Nice back and forth between these superstars. Look at the strength, man. I love Palmer's Paradise. I think either of these teams against the Cure would be a great matchup, man. I really do. I really do. The strength by the Palmers. He's just holding him up and slamming him down. Coke wants to tag Twisted back in. Right into Austin Palmer, though. Sent into the corner. Austin Palmer. Ooh. Big spine buster. Lovely takedown. The Shield are rattled right now. Twisted into the corner, Austin Palmer. Shoulder block down low. And a belly to belly. I think Palmer's have them right where they want them right now. You talk about chemistry. You talk about understanding each other. Bang. I told you it doesn't get much better. Then Palmer's Paradise Coke breaks things up. I'll have to go one-on-one again with Twisted once TFT inevitably disintegrates. When the local hot top... I'd love to go one-on-one again with Twisted once the Final Testament disintegrates. Why do you need the Final Testament to disintegrate before going one-on-one with Twisted? I don't understand. Why can't you just fight Twisted? He's not in the Final Testament. You are upset. I don't understand. Again, the Shield want nothing to do with the Final Testament. I think I've said that like a million times now. I don't know what the Final Testament has to do with... I mean, you can just fight Twisted. If you want. I don't see why not. He keeps ducking me, claiming Shield things. But again, the Shield has nothing to do with the Final Testament, so... First of all, again, you say ducking. First of all, his excuse was, I have a qualification match, which he beat you for last week, which I think is more than fair enough. Why would he want to fight you when he has a qualification match for a pay-per-view, which he already beat you for? Secondly, that has nothing to do with the Final Testament. So I think he was wrong on 2 accounts then. I mean, call me crazy, but if I beat you in a match and have a qualification match, I would rather focus on that qualification match. Is that a count of 9 by Rick? Oh my god, I think it was, but Coke makes it. Just in time, super kick to the midsection. And a super kick across the face. I think that was a count of 9. Coke just made it. Junior Palmer tagged in though. Coke got distracted. Davey was talking shit face. First goes Coke. In the ring, pinfall by Junior Palmer. Rick is there with the pinfall and a 2 count and a kick out. Twisted. What is Twisted doing? I don't know why Twisted entered the ring. Coke into Rick. I think Davey just gave everyone brain damage with whatever he's waffling about. I really don't understand. No one cares about what you're saying now. You fucked it. Are you high, Davey? The heat's got to him. You're welcome. See, that's a classic case of you are absolutely idiotic, but you tried to make it funny and turn it around to say you're like, I think you understood. You made no sense then. And you got a little embarrassed. It's okay. It happens. People make mistakes. My point was you don't need to wait for Final Testament to fight him. Like, if it gets booked, it gets booked. But again, Twisted is more focused on more important things. There's an ankle lock by Junior Palmer. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody breaks out of this move except for Coke. I think Junior Palmer let him out of that then. Junior Palmer lets him out of it. Irish whip reversal in the corner. Coke. Oh, into the middle turnbuckle goes Junior Palmer. Coke with the pinfall. Palmer could be done, but Austin Palmer's there to break things up. That was brutal. From Coke, off Nelson suplex. Goodness gracious me. Drew, it's okay, man. Get him next time, Tiger. That's Davey, not Drew, my friend. You'll get him next time, though, Tiger. I think Coke needs to tag out because Twisted's been in the ring. As he goes into a turnbuckle, Coke maybe looking for the tag, and he does. Twisted is in. Smart tag there by the Shield. As they both send Junior Palmer up. Oh my god, what are they going for? Oh my god. Oh my god, what a tag team maneuver that is. Austin Palmer can't enter the ring. Goodness gracious me. People losing their heads backstage. People losing their heads in the chat. Junior Palmer has lost his head going to the middle turnbuckle. Running power slam by Twisted. Davey, I think I can see why Twisted doesn't want anything to do with you now. I think you've lost the plot. I think the death's been too hot, man. The heat's getting to you. I don't know why you want another one-on-one so bad when he has a qualification match. My point was you can do it, but obviously not when he has a qualification match. It's like Lucas going for gold now this Saturday. It's like you saying, oh, I'd rather fight you at the pay-per-view when he has a title match. It's like, why would he want to fight you when he has a title match? You know what I mean? I'm trying to explain it slowly so you can understand. Redemption and patient. But again, I think Twisted just has more important things to do right now. But I can definitely see you two, you know, fighting in future. I don't see why not. I just meant the timing right now. I get it, I just don't like it. Well, you should have beat him last week then if you don't like it. You had the opportunity to win and have your own qualification match today, but you lost. And then you lost again today. Only have yourself to blame. Kick down low. I love that German suplex. Arcade hands on his head. Coke breaks things up though. And Twisted is not looking good right now. I think Palmer's Paradise have the Shield where they want them. VH Express, the worst team. They can't help themselves when they talk. That dude's strong, bro. Junior Palmer's so strong, man. He's so athletic as well. He really, really is. Arcade getting involved. Twisted needed this. The wise man doing what he does best. Trying to save the Shield. A swing and a miss by Twisted. Second time gets reversed. And Junior Palmer with the knee strike. Smart tag. Palmer's Paradise, bro. They know, I told you. One of the greatest tag teams we've ever seen. One of the greatest tag teams we've seen. Twisted needs a tag ASAP. He's not going to get it, though. Coke cannot enter the ring. And I think that is all she wrote. Right in front of the wise man. Austin Palmer with the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Palmer's Paradise will be going for gold. I told you, I'm not looking past Palmer's Paradise, man. One of my favorite tag teams, dude. One of my favorite tag teams of all time in RPW. Palmer's Paradise against The Cure this Saturday at Going for Gold. What a matchup. And what a win, ladies and gentlemen. For Palmer's Paradise, I cannot wait for that one. It's going to be absolutely massive. Really, really is. Very, very excited. Ladies and gentlemen, might as well delete that. Oh, here we go. Typical RPW. They lose one match and everyone starts slaying. Also, I don't know why Davey's laughing. Didn't the Shield beat Davey last week? I won't. Y'all are right. Not again. Listen, I don't have any stocks in the Shield, right? I prefer Palmer's Paradise. They're one of my favorite tag teams in RPW history. But the fickle behavior of RPW is so funny. Not only did Davey lose last week, he also lost today. But now he's saying he's not worth it after begging for a match against Twisted. Like, I don't get it. I mean, Palmer's Paradise are obviously better than the Shield, but they're also better than VHS Express, who are like back of the line right now. I don't get the fickleness of RPW. You know? I really, really don't. It's just a lot of waffle that goes on. Coke carry. Coke looks good, dude. Coke looks very, very good this season. Coke looks very, very good. You're a waffle? Nice one, mate. Got me there. Fuckle is such a good typo. Here we go, everyone. We just formed, thrown into the deep end and lost to former tag champs. You people are fuckle. God, Davey, a waste of a human being. I just don't understand. Like, I'd understand if you beat them or you beat him, but didn't Twisted put you through a table like 3 times, put you into depression, and then beat you last week? Like, if they lost to someone shit, I'd understand. They lost to Palmer's Paradise, who are arguably like the greatest tag team right now. I could see Palmer's Paradise going on to win this weekend. I think they're a better tag team than The Cure. I really, really do. Think they're a better tag team than The Cure. But hey, that's RPW for you, man. That is RPW for you, ladies and gentlemen. RPW is so fickle, we need our own word. Fuck it, 100%. 100%. I mean, that's what, again, you know, I'm not like back in, the Shield can talk for themselves. I'm sure RK, well, I'm sure Twisted and Luca will, don't get me wrong. But how can you laugh at them when you lost to them? Go get gold. Bro, I would love to see Palmer's Paradise as tag team champs again. I think they're only a one-time, no, they're 2-time tag champs. I would love to see it, dude. Palmer's Paradise, they've always been one of my favorite tag teams. I would love to see them be tag team champs, ladies and gentlemen. The penultimate match of the show, I'm assuming it's a match. The Sanctification Trial. Ladies and gentlemen, here today now. We don't really know too much about what is to come here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to see what is to come. Eden Rose, of course, goes up against Hope Eternal this weekend for the RPW prestigious championship. Ladies and gentlemen, and Hope Eternal told WOAH Warzone general manager to hold a sanctification trial on WOAH Warzone. Now, again, I don't really know what this entails. I don't really know what this involves. I'm excited. I'm intrigued. I think Hope vs Eden will be a great matchup. On the match card, it looked very, very scary. There was a lot. Oh my god. Going on. I'm getting changed and bouncing from the arena. Oh, and who's out there? It's Dawn. That is Dawn of the Unholy Union. Attacking Eden from behind. The referee's not even in the ring. The match hasn't even begun yet, ladies and gentlemen. And Dawn. A lot of history between these two, of course. Throwing Eden Rose right into the barricade. Time and time again, running knee strike. The week of going for gold. Ladies and gentlemen, and Dawn is just going haywire. On Eden Rose, into the barricade. Into the ring post. Fan cam in action. All I ask is there isn't a live sacrifice in the ring on my watch. I think it might be exactly that, Jocko. I think it might be exactly that. Oh my god, roundhouse kick. Eden Rose is down. And I think I've learned what a sanctification trial is. I think it's a way of Hope Eternal making sure that her opponent is not fully fit for the pay-per-view. Need I remind you, Eden Rose is the Rise general manager this week. Of course, no help from Bullet Club anymore. She's at a Bullet Club. Eden Rose is the WOAH Warzone general manager. There's the bell, so it is a match one-on-one, Dawn and Eden. And I'm starting to think Eden Rose might not be fit to be Rise general manager. She left Bullet Club. She left the Resistance. And I'm starting to think it wasn't a great decision. Hey, future #1 contenders against Hope Eternal. All I'll say is be careful. I would not want to be involved in a sanctification trial to get ready for the pay-per-view. Again, Hope Eternal's way of ensuring her opponent is not fit for action. Oh, referee. Surely we're not going to allow the steel steps to the face of Eden Rose. Rick lets it slide. She would twist it and say it's a good thing this happened. Sent it to the barricade again. No one to help her. Bullet Club tried. Bullet Club tried, ladies and gentlemen. Time and time again. Bullet Club tried. We still have the main event. It's going to be a long show today, I feel like. She can say what she likes. I'll be there to take her crown soon. Who's a demon person? She looks kind of badass. That is Dawn. She's very badass. She is absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Eden Rose with a reversal. Dawn reverses back. Eden Rose, another reversal. Oh, Dawn sends her face first. Eden tried to fight back. Oh my god, look at the athleticism. Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Dawn, one half of the women's tag team champs as well, defending and going for gold against a Red Notice. Knee to the face. Down goes Eden, hook of the leg. Rick is there. 1, 2, 3. Dawn with a victory. A lot of history between these two superstars. Of course, the Evolution Championship went back and forth between the two of them. And the Sanctification Trial. Again, I think I know what it is now, ladies and gentlemen. If this is a recurring thing, best of luck to all future #1 contenders for the prestigious championship. It's kind of like the Cure Gauntlet in a way, but much, much worse. It's a way for Hope Eternal to ensure that her opponent for the pay-per-view, oh, it's not over yet. Dawn goes after Rick from celebrating. One more time, the crowd are chanting. Eden Rose is down. Dawn comes to my announcement desk for a steel chair. And Eden Rose trying to fight back. Super kick to the face of Dawn. The match is over. And Eden Rose trying to fight back. Not working. Dawn showing the strength. Down she goes. Eden tried to fight back. The slap across the face. Absolutely brutal. She threw her like a doll. Ladies and gentlemen, Eden Rose. Oh my, poor Rick. Poor Rick. She's a total badass, the most badass wrestler here. Dawn is not one to miss. Eden Rose is supposed to be the Rise general manager this week. She's supposed to be going for gold this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. She's supposed to be going for gold this Saturday against Hope Eternal. Good luck. I love that new move. To all future superstars. Oh, one more for Rick on the road. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. Ladies and gentlemen. Don't even play music, Brett. Don't even play music. This is what the light gives you, people. Join the resistance. I can't believe it. Brett, I'm gonna need something, Brett. I'm gonna need something to chew on. He's thrown me some crackers. He's thrown me some Jacob's crackers. I'm gonna eat a raw cracker. I can't believe what I've just seen. I need something, a raw cracker. Oh my God. Oh, that is amazing. And now her soul is pure enough to stand across from me. She is honored with this gift. I hope Rick's contract includes health insurance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's already been a 2-hour show. And we still have the main event to come. Now, luckily, the Final Testament are not involved. Here today, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of Warzone. And here we go. I am so excited. So ready. Oh my God. What a main event. Over the Universal Champion, mind you. The leader of the Bullet Club. The leader of the Resistance. Main event Fredo. Here today. Ladies and gentlemen, what a list of accolades this man have, of course. 1-time Universal Champ, 2-time Hardcore Champ, 3-time Network Champ, former Tag Team Champ as well. Last year had a record of 34 and 32. This year so far is 7 and 7. Former Toxic Thursday. Team captain as well is Fredo. As he comes out to the ring. Ready for this one. What a main event. This is massive, ladies and gentlemen. A little throwback with the graphic. I love them as well. It's for the big matches. I heard another fan favorite is returning here today, ladies and gentlemen. Fredo, Dino, and Sibs. Now, the poll right now, 52% of people voted for Fredo to win this match. Fredo kind of decorated. He is, bro. Most matches in RPW history as well. Fredo is the real deal. He is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. He really, really is. He really, really is. This is a match of massive, 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 massive magnitudes. I am so excited. I am so ready. I am beyond ready for this one, as there is a man of the Authority. That is Dino. Now remember, to Vince said, the Authority superstars can and will fight each other for championships and for pride. We're seeing that here today. Now, speaking of a man with a lot of accolades, holy moly, 3-time hardcore champion, 1-time world heavyweight and universal, 2-time television, 2-time randomizer, and the Case in the Chamber winner from last season, ladies and gentlemen. Last year was 27 and 21 on his record. The only man to ever hold 3 world championships in his career. In my opinion, this man was Superstar of the Year last year. I think he carried season 2 and season 3. Was absolutely amazing. Oh, him and Lamin. I mean, I think it's not unfair to give it to Lamin, but him and Lamin were the 2 superstars of last year, man. Absolutely incredible. One match more than Poke is crazy. Fredo and the Juice. He need to be tested. Fredo's a big boy. And last but not least, this man needs no introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Less accomplishments than the other, of course. This man, in my opinion, should have been Superstar of the Year in season number 1. This man carried season 1. This man put RPW on his back and on the map. Without this man, I don't think RPW would be where it is here today. The first ever Universal Champion. The first ever Intercontinental Champion. Back when it was called the WOAH Warzone Championship. In season 2 was 16 and 8 before his untimely injury. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, what a man this man was. An absolute beast, a dominator here in Regents Pro Wrestling before his injury took place. This is going to be a match and a half. A match of the ages. It really, really is. Of course, Dino, I feel his aura, bro. I'm so glad he's back in an RPW ring. I really, really am. I am so glad he is back in an RPW ring. There is Fredo. There is Dino. And there is Sibs. 2 members of the Authority. Who's going to be best for business today? Shout out Rick, by the way, after all of that, is taking time to actually referee this match as well. Big shout out to Rick. He was told to have a rest. He said he will fight on, though, and officiate this match. Main event of Warzone. And here we go. What a way to end. Now remember, Fredo is going for gold this Saturday against the Reverend for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Dino will be going after the Reverend as well, funnily enough, for the RPW Tag Team Championships. Sibs is not at the pay-per-view. Not going after the championship just yet. But I don't doubt that he will be very, very soon back to the pay-per-view days. Last week, Fredo made Sibs tap out. Week before that, he pinned Dino. Today's main event, triple threat. And again, I love the fact that the Authority fight each other. I love the fact that just because they're in the same stable, they're not, you know, sharing championships. They're fighting each other. They want what's best for business. And if that means they have to fight each other, so be it. I absolutely love that. I really, really do. Dino throwing the steel chair right to the face of Fredo. He stands tall, though. Nice roundhouse kick. Sibs rolls out of this one, leaving Fredo and Dino to go at it. Big right hand of Fredo with the pinfall. God, this match is going to steal the show today, man. This match is going to steal the show. 3 absolute giants, 3 former Universal Champions. I wonder how many days these 3 have held that Universal Championship for cumulatively. To be fair, respect the Authority, not teaming up afraid of making it 2v1. It's a pro 100. Again, that's what I'm saying. One thing I like about the Authority, they're not afraid to fight each other. We saw it with Brandon at Giant. Oh my God. That's the thing. The Authority, they all want to be the best. They all want to be champion. They don't want to be like, oh, you're holding that belt, so I'm not going to go for you now. They all want to be number 1. They all want to prove to Vince that they are what is best for business, which I'm excited for. Really, really am, ladies and gentlemen. Old school fan favorite returning here today as we represent the fixture facts, the facts about the fixture, ladies and gentlemen. All 3 of these superstars are combined 313 days with that Universal Championship. Sibs and Dino were both involved in the first ever WOAH Warzone Championship, which Sibs actually won back when it was called the WOAH Warzone Championship. And Dino won the Television Championship off Fredo, and Fredo, vice versa, won the Network Championship off of Dino back in the day on Toxic Thursday. Absolutely amazing to see, ladies and gentlemen. Fixture facts here today. Facts about the fixture that you are witnessing in today's main event. Just to learn a little bit about the superstars involved in the matchup. Love to see the return of fixture facts here on WOAH Warzone as Dino and Sibs. Oh, what a headbutt to the chest of Dino. And down he goes. Fredo with the table. Welcoming Sasha Fierce to the main event of WOAH Warzone. I'm just eating raw crackers, and they are the best thing I've ever tasted. No butter, no cheese, no nothing. Jacob's crackers, wow. You've outdone yourself. I think something's severely wrong with me today. See, as if Sibs needs a steel chair. Look at him. He's the size of a bloody steel chair. He's the size of a tank. I can confirm this match is not full count anywhere. Fredo won the pole. Now that you've seen the start, who's everyone going for to win, ladies and gentlemen? Who's everyone going for to win? Even if you didn't vote them on the poll, who do you think is winning this match? Oh, look at Sibs just waiting in the ring. Hey, it's multi-man match. That's smart of him, dude. That is smart of him. You know, grabbing him by the throat. I think Fredo might steal it with an armbar, you know. Fredo's only 3 to really go for submissions between the 3. But Dino, one of the greatest multi-man superstars in RPW history. One of the absolute great when it comes to multi-man matches. Dino's the underdog, apparently, but that just shows how crazy this match is. Dino is the underdog. And in my opinion, has been like one of the most consistent superstars in the past couple of seasons, ladies and gentlemen. There you can see Fredo beat Dino and Sibs in back-to-back weeks. You got to feel like Fredo has the momentum going into this one. He beat Dino, beat Sibs. Got to be feeling confident. Breaks that one up just in time. 2.9. And if I see Fredo looking at armbar, it could be done. It could be done. Nice reversal there by Sibs. Fredo, first time seeing him fight, but he sounds tough. Fredo is really come into his own this season. To be fair, starting last season, I voted Sibs only because I remember how hard he was to beat when I faced him. That's the thing. I don't think I can look past Sibs, man. It may be season 1 bias, but whenever I see him in the ring, I don't think I can look past him. An absolute man mountain as he has Fredo up top. Big superplex. Down to the middle, but Dino's waiting for the kendo stick. Fredo rolls out. Massive superplex. Dino has Sibs in the ring. Off the rope. Goes Dino off the rope again. Recoil lariat. What a maneuver by Dino. Taking the head off of Sibs. 2 count and shoulders are up. What a maneuver by Dino. Wow. Wow. That was amazing. Big slam down. Another pinfall. Fredo there to break things up. I'm back in Fredo's been on a run. He looks out of his prime though. Might be washed. Who's that, Sibs? See, that's the thing about Sibs. People might think he's out of his, you know, he's not the best anymore because he's not been fighting for a couple seasons. Claymore! I was just going to say, he can hit a Claymore out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you don't count him out. Into a headbutt. Hooks the leg on Fredo for revenge from last season. But Fredo with the resiliency. What a combo by Sibs. I was just going to say, I don't care how old he is. I don't care what year it is. I don't care how long he's been out of a ring. I was just going to say, Jocko, no matter how injured he got, washed is crazy. Washed is absolutely crazy. I don't think I can ever root against Sibs. First time he's watched and already calling people washed. Sibs is so dominant. The thing is, a lot of you people weren't here for season 1 when Sibs was at his absolute best. And that's the people that called him washed, because they didn't witness how dominant Sibs was during season 1. That's why they call him washed. They didn't witness the absolute dominance. And he's like 2 Sibs now. Compare him to season 1, he's like double his size. Which is, I didn't think he could get much bigger, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I didn't think he could get much bigger. Just goes to show how crazy it is. Fredo with the pinfall on Dino. Sledgehammer to the back, 2 count and a kick out. Dino's so resilient. Again, I think Dino gets underrated. After his last 2 seasons, he was so consistent. One of the most consistent superstars in RPW history was Dino. Everyone runs out of his prime like me and again, bro. I don't think Sibs is, especially not yet, man. Especially not yet. Sibs could lose 5 in a row. I still don't think he would be washed. Face first on the table he goes, though. Sledgehammer in the hand of Dino. Look at this crowd on the... What a main event. No stipulation, no championship, but these 3 are main event. And it just goes to show Fredo's really shown himself. Look at Sibs fighting both of them right now. It just goes to show Fredo's really solidified himself as a main event talent this season. Because last year, or season 2, I don't think he would have been with Sibs and Dino in a main event match. I don't think Fredo was on their level before. So it just goes to show how much he's really elevated and improved himself. What a big boot to the face of Fredo. In the corner. Down he goes. Dino setting up his arrow. Dino bloody. Fredo rolls out. Sibs alone in the ring. Sets up the ladder. Instantly goes down by Fredo. Back into the ring is Dino. Kick to the midsection. And down goes Dino. Oh, I think Fredo clocked Sibs midair there. He did. I think Fredo clocked him midair. Sibs was shoulder barging him. Fredo clocked him across the face. Dino go for a big move. Sibs is just watching. Dino has Fredo up and slams him down. Sibs gets involved though to break up the pinfall. Irish whip. Dino with a reversal. Sibs to the outside. Dino and Fredo one-on-one. Yet again, gonna go for one more cracker because these are absolutely amazing. What a show, by the way, Jocko's put on. What a show. Another Rico Larry. It didn't quite connect the way you want. I love that new move by Dino. Really good move. Another Irish whip. Another reversal. Sibs is getting dumped out left and right. Dino didn't quite connect the way he wanted to. Maybe it was enough though. Sibs pops himself up and breaks things up at 2. Timely breakup. Fredo rolls out. Dangerous time. Really dangerous time to roll out of the ring. Dune in the corner. Big boot to the face. Just like he did to Fredo. Table set up. Oh, I'd love to see someone go through. I'd love to see that table go. Fredo's down. Headbutt by Sibs. Fredo's down. Sibs is feeling it. Oh, Dino, nice reversal. I don't know if he was going for the Claymore or not. No, now he is Claymore and the table explodes. He caught the table. Another Claymore he missed. This is awesome chance. Kick to the back. Kick to the midsection. Future shock. DDT down goes Fredo. But Dino is there. What a matchup, ladies. Dino can pin Fredo here. Dino can pin Fredo. Oh my god. Sibs rolls out. Dino with a sledgehammer. I thought he might just pin Fredo, to be honest with you. I thought he might just pin him, Fredo. I've not seen Fredo use a finish yet. The other two have. Bang. Oh, it's done. It is done. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2. Oh my god. Fredo. Fredo might be one of the most resilient superstars right now. Holy shit. How on earth has he kicked out of that? How on earth has he kicked out of that? Sibs with the steel chair. Watching on a throw to the face of Dino. Oh my god. Dino, oh my god. He's counting. 3, 2, 1. Fredo's down. Dino shakes himself off though. Breaks up that pinfall after the Claymore. Fredo busted open just like Dino is. Oh my god, Dino might be... oh, I thought he was throwing him out then. Bro, Fredo's getting demolished. All it takes is one armbar though. Big shoulder block. Second shoulder block gets reversed. Fredo rolls out. Nice reversal into a headbutt. Oh, into a second headbutt. Holy moly. Back-to-back headbutts. Sibs in the... oh, Fredo's down. 3, 2, 1. There's the Claymore. This company on his back, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2. Oh, Fredo's there. Fredo's there, though. Oh, armbar, here it is. I told you all it takes is one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. All it takes is one. But Dino breaks things up. Oh, Fredo rolls out. Fredo rolls out. Dino saying it's time. What a main event, ladies and gentlemen. No. What are you saying no for the fact they broke it up? Reverend, big spot. Why are people saying Reverend? Oh, pinfall. Pinfall by Sibs. Fredo top rope. 1, 2. Fredo breaks it up from the top rope. Fredo breaks up the pinfall from the top rope. That was awesome. That was incredible. Right at 2.9, Fredo jumps on top of them. What a main event match, ladies and gentlemen. That was incredible. That was insane. Dino rolls out. I think Fredo tweaked his knee, though. Fredo stunned. Sibs taunting in front of his sledgehammer to the midsection. Fredo was stunned. Sibs in the corner. 3, 2, 1. Bang. Is Dino still down? He is, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and revenge from Sibs. From last week, I told you he's not washed. Fredo broke up the pinfall. Sibs gets revenge from last week, though. What a pinfall. His last triple threat victory was July 28, 2023. It was 2 years ago. What a win by Sibs. What a main event. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Good main event for sure. Just goes to show you don't need a title or a stipulation sometimes to have an amazing main event. That was absolutely incredible. Fair play to Sibs. Fredo is getting some medical attention in the ring to clear up that blood. Holy moly. Guacamole. I mean, Eden Rose is supposed to be the general manager of Rise this week. Whether or not she'll be that, I don't know. Going for gold. Ladies and gentlemen, is this Saturday, May 31st, on the Regentskid YouTube channel, where every single championship, ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, every single championship.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind.